Greetings one and all, this is Rhythmworks and welcome to my channel, and today I'm talking some PS4 tings. Yes, some PS4 tings. But before I even go any further, something that's kind of related to the PS4 but in a totally different way, which I found kind of stupid, but bear with me. I was watching a video from PlayStation Access, a highly respected channel, you know, from my standpoint, because, you know, they're very professional in what they're doing and what have you. So, you know, I do hold them in high regard. Even when they were on the PS Store with their PlayStation Access episodes being made available, that used to be a highlight of my week, downloading PlayStation Access for their news and views and everything that's PlayStation related every Wednesday. So when they moved over to YouTube, I was kind of sad, but at the same time, you know, they're only a click away, you know, so I made that transition. But they put up a video today called Hands On. It's basically them giving you a description, basically describing the hands-on experience of the PS4. Now, the one thing that kind of amazed me was the very fact that the presenter gave mention to the fact that it wasn't a fully working version of the PS4. It was in fact a prototype, so they couldn't turn it on, they couldn't open the optical disc drive, etc, 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 plug it into a TV and basically shows how it works through a TV and what have you. And there were people commenting saying, oh, you are so lucky, you are so lucky, you're so lucky to get your hands on it. And I'm thinking, yeah, dumbass, it's not the real freaking console, you dumbass. Sorry, man. It just goes to show how people can blindly jump on some bullshit that is not fucking true. Do you know what I'm saying? The woman is basically playing with a prototype model of the PS4 and everybody's getting excited and saying, oh, she's very lucky to be doing all of this and what have you. You know, thanks for letting us know. It's a prototype. We're not even seeing how the fucking thing turns on, you dumbass. But anyway, on to the matter at hand. Well, the time is coming, the time is coming, the time is coming. The excitement is mounting. It is definitely mounting. You know, we're turning some new age, new corner, new page shit when it comes to gaming. And I am looking so much forward to it, really and truly. Okay, now take a look at some of these babies on offer for the console. Now, without a doubt, there's one game I'm going to be getting, which I'm going to be talking about a little after this. But from this list, we're going to be getting Drive Club, obviously, because we're going to be PS Plus subscribers. So we'll be getting the bare bones model of that, I suppose. I think the world and his mother is going to be getting FIFA 14. I don't care. I am still shit at that game, no matter what console you put it on. Killzone, Shadowfall, Infamous Second Son, and now these are franchises of games that I didn't really have no interest in at first. I don't think I'll be jumping in those two games in particular. Kingdom Hearts, nope. Knack, nope. Mad Max, I doubt it. Final Fantasy, I don't know what it is about that game that you people just literally ejaculate in your pants over. I just don't know. It's just not my cup of tea. A Realm Reborn, Dying Light, I've got to investigate that one. I didn't see much of that on E3. Dragon Age 3, nope. Assassin's Creed, sorry, I'm just not in that. Call of Duty Ghost, sorry. Deep Down, don't even know what that game is. Destiny, I've seen that in action. Who knows? Diablo 3, nah. Madden 25, you know, the whole world again and its mother. Metal Gear Solid 5, The Phantom Pain. Lead voice talent, Kiefer Sutherland. Gonna put a whole 24 spin on it, baby. NBA 2K14, no, I won't be getting that. NBA Live 14 won't be getting that. Need for Speed Rivals, I saw a preview of that on their website. And the thing about EA titles, you got to be really careful because, you know, their company are going to be increasing the price of their games. So with the games being made available now, from my understanding, at around 54, 55 pounds, they're going to put up the price of their games to probably like around 60. So, you know, it's something to really consider when you're buying games. You just don't want to buy the games for jumping on the hype, you know what I mean? Skylanders, nope. Star Wars, nope. The Crew, yeah, you know, investigate. Dark Sorcerer, nope. Elder Scrolls, nope. Evil Within, nope. The Order 1886, I'm getting that. That really looks like a, you know, a niche game. Seen it on E3, seen it on the trailers and everything else. It just looks stunning. Looks beautiful. Beautiful looking thing. The Witcher 3, nope. Witness, no. Thief. Cult classic. I know people's going to be jumping on that. Tom Clancy's The Division, I am getting without no question or hesitation or deviation. I'm getting that game. And if you don't know anything about that game, please check that out. You know, I think you will like what you see. Trials Fusion, nah. UFC, yeah, people's going to be jumping on that. No question. I'm just not interested. Seeing two men writhe on the floor is just a bit too... You know what I'm going to say, but I ain't even going to say it. Watch Dogs, yep, goes without question. Wolfenstein: The New Order, nah, I don't really care for that too much. You know, hopefully there might be demos on some of the games that I'm kind of iffy about and will be able to play. And if so, I will check them out. But anyway, to the game at hand that I'm going to be talking about in relation to PS4. And it's this, Battlefield 4. Now, I was in a quandary whether to actually buy the game on PS3 and or buy the game on PS4. Now, you got to remember, I'm not a veteran hardcore Battlefield player. I was literally converted into playing Battlefield by my good mate Pemby66. He's been preaching the gospel of Battlefield to me for the longest time, and it's got to the point now where I've watched the videos, you know, we've had conversations in friend chats and stuff like that in relation to the game and what have you, and what he finds different between Battlefield and Call of Duty. Now, Call of Duty wasn't even in my psyche at the end of the day. It just wasn't, you know, because every time I saw a newer model of Call of Duty, it just looked the same to me, you know, no matter with all the DLC that was made available, it just didn't look like it was progressing. That's from my perspective. And remember, I'm a casually converted first-person shoot 'em up fan. So I'm looking for things that, you know, that are exciting to the eye, story-based, and, you know, and the environment and the whole look and feel of the environment and the weapons that you're basically toting. You know what I mean? And, you know, watching the 16-minute trailer that they released recently, it just won me over. And also, you know, checking out a trailer that EA put out today, which is entitled the official Battle Logs features video. Now, for some people, they're basically saying, well, you know, don't get too excited, you know, that's already been there on Battlefield 3. Might be no shit to you, Sherlock, but to me, it's exciting, you know? Let a man be excited about something that he has not experienced before. Do you know what I mean? And shove your elitist head up your elitist ass. You know, I'm excited about Battlefield 4 as a new person coming into the franchise. I don't give a fuck what anybody wants to say. So that's more or less it. Now, in terms of Battlefield 4, which version to buy on which console, it only makes sense for me to buy Battlefield 4 for the PS4. You know what I mean? Because I can understand it if people who buy it on the PS3 are not going to venture into the PS4 so early. But the logic kind of stops at that point, because eventually when you do get the PS4, are you just going to play Battlefield 4 on the PS3 when I know a lot of people who will have finally ventured onto the PS4 are still playing Battlefield 4 on the PS4? And at that point, you know, all the DLC, everything, all the maps and all of that is going to be made available for Battlefield 4 on the PS4. It only makes sense for you to invest in it at that point, you know. I was stupidly in a quandary thinking about what am I going to do with Battlefield 4. But common sense and the bank balance tells me to buy Battlefield 4 for the PS4. Do you know what I mean? Because otherwise it's just not going to make any sense. And I can't tell you how much I'm looking forward to Battlefield 4, because my Christmas list is going to be the PS4, the extra controller, PS Plus subscription, Battlefield 4 to start. You know, I'm not going to be jumping on a whole heap of games, because I do believe that Battlefield 4 is going to be the game that a lot of people are more or less familiar with, and there's going to be a whole big, large community playing that game. Do you know what I mean? And there's a lot of people who are going to be moving from Xbox to PS4 as well. So it's going to be an exciting time. It's going to be a huge corner we're going to be turning with gaming. And I think if there's going to be a game that's going to start the whole shit off, is this one, Battlefield 4. Because that's a game that even though I haven't played it, I'm familiar with it. And that's going to only entice me to get into the game and get into communities that plays the game, and, you know, just be part of the bigger picture. Because I long to play a game that has me as part of a whole big, large community. And there's very few games that does it for me in that way. Uncharted is one, and definitely Battlefield is going to be the other. So it's with that, my mind made up, my pre-orders sorted, my bank balance tidy and neat and in the black, that I'm going to wish you a good day. So whatever you do, happy gaming, and I'll catch you guys on the next video. I'm out of here. Peace. And another thing is that for those who are playing the game on PC, they're the ones that's going to have the most strongest experience with this game, because obviously they're not console gamers. So in any event, their experience is just going to be great from the start, and they're going to have the advantage because they're going to be playing the game at the point of the PS3 release as well. And they're not going to basically cross no platforms. It's going to be strictly PC for them. And, you know, congratulations to them, because, you know, they're really going to have a really good experience with that game, as I already done know. So it goes without saying. But for me, you know, I'm not a PC gamer, and, you know, I'm not going to create no drama in comparisons between all the consoles and the PC. I'm not here for that. I'm just here about the enjoyment that everybody's going to get playing this game.